Welcome to the VIP section.
I'm from every hood. I'm good in every hood. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in every hood. I'm good. You know what I mean? So when I represent the Bronx, I represent the whole Bronx. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say one projects. You know, when you rep the Bronx, you got to represent everybody. Farrell Street, all that whole Ave, Soundville. Come on, Jackson Ave. I'm from the Bronx, yo. That's what people don't understand. When you're from the Bronx, you represent the whole Bronx. Don't just talk about your block only. You know what I mean?
100%, 100%.
Everybody wants a little homie. How about making everybody big homies? Same thing in the rap game too. How a lot of artists was afraid to put other artists on because they felt the pressure. Like if this guy comes in and blows up.
Of course my homeboys, when shit got real and everybody got to moving, of course my homeboys, they made some shit happen. They made sure I was decent. But outside of that, who popped some shit off? I don't fear no man that walked this earth, bro. Point blank, period.
Did 6 9 step on your shoes?
Did he step on my shoes?
Yeah.
No.
Did he talk shit?
The record business. Would you say the 90s to the early 2000s, or where they're at now, as far as the business?
As far as the business, of
Yes.
course, is where they at right now. As far as the business, I think rappers make more money now than they ever did then. The quality of music, for me personally, as a fan, first.
We back, y'all, part 2. Okay, so let's recap for everybody that's just pulling up, just in case we see him sign on. So,
Yeah.
we left off. You're warming up.
Yeah.
So, what's crazy to me was Jordan was warming up with the rookies?
No, what happened was, like, you know, Jordan, like people like Jordan, Kobe, they'll always come to the gym first just to work out. So they, you know, they work out.
Play that mind game.
Yeah, they come work out, get their workout in, then they chill until the game start. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, like a lot of people, even people still do it now because it's like they try to get in before like all the fans come, and then the fans want them to sign a bunch of autographs, do different stuff, or they just like to get it in and then go relax and get ready, get all the other treatment like the leg treatments and all that stuff before the game.
Gotcha.
Like nowadays, like now Kawhi do that a lot. Like Kawhi, like every time we play the Clippers with the Mavs, soon we get to the gym and I'm like working out the rookies, Kawhi to be on the other court working out and stuff. Like before everybody get there. So like I said,
go back to the Jordan. Go back to the Jordan.
So like I said, it was just crazy because I didn't, you know, I'm a rookie at this point, so I don't really know the league. So I didn't expect to see Jordan. Like you said, I expected to see Chicago rookies. So when I got there, Jordan was there, and I'm just like amazed. But I can't really show that I'm amazed because I'm like, we're playing against them. So I'm looking like, man, that's Jordan. I'm like, yo, he look crazy. Like that, he look crazy. Yeah.
Oh, he looked like a created My Player 2K.
Exactly. So like I said, so I'm like, I didn't want to go say nothing. I didn't want to go say nothing to him. And I'm shooting, you know, doing dribble moves, pulling. And like I said, he just beelines to me. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then he come to me and he's like, man, you owe me some money. And I was like, you know how you get one of those grins, like, you know what's going on, but you don't know what's going on. And I'm like, like, and he like, nah, I'm serious. You owe me money. And I'm like,
no, but bro, what are you gonna? No, but everybody in here's got to put themselves in your shoes.
Yeah.
What the hell are you gonna say the first time you? Because let's keep it real. If you play basketball, Jordan's is the GOAT.
Yeah, definitely. So that's why I said I was like, I was stuck. I was just like, you know, I gave one of those smiles, like, I know what he's talking about, but don't know what he's talking about. Then I finally said, like, what are you talking about? And he's like, why you let Corey Wright take that shot? He was like, I bet it on y'all. I wanted y'all to win. And that was to the point, like, that was like to the point that you said, like, in that run, the whole world wanted us to win.
Yes, bro.
We was like America's team. At that
Sham, I'm gonna tell you why. Listen. When you was a freshman in college, that was the era where hip hop was still like
Oh
So
yeah.
we're not putting hip hop in movies. We're not putting hip hop on TV. We're not putting hip hop. We're not playing hip hop in basketball games. You know,
Yeah.
they only play like Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson kind of stuff.
Mhm. Mhm.
When he was, I remember you kind of like on the low represented hip hop when you went to college. You was like the first, even though you could play real basketball.
Mhm.
You was like that nigga who could do that street shit that people like they didn't do in college.
Yeah, cause Sham, I can't lie.
Yeah.
When you champ that nigga in the Elite Eight, whew. Yo, and the thing is, I was watching it on TV today. I forgot who the player was. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was a nigga from Duke. I think it was. You like? Oh, not from. I forget who the player was.
It was Arizona, Michael Dickinson.
Yes. And but the thing was, they fouled you. You didn't make the shot.
Yeah.
Right?
No, when I went
But they showed the move like 30 times. They kept going back. Like, did you just see that move?
And then what happened was the
All I remember was the tape on the ear. That's all I remember.
Yeah. So what happened was
earrings.
So what happened was
Everybody did that after that. That's another thing he did.
Yeah. So the crazy
Everybody
part,
did that after that.
Now that's a fact. That's a fact.
He said that's a fact. I gotta give you a
Yo,
you did start that.
It ain't a lot of stuff I big up, but that's
He said, no, that's a fact.
I tell you, I'm on top of the story.
That's a whole fact.
God, you did.
It ain't a lot of stuff I'm gonna take credit for, but that right there is a fact.
Yeah.
Because people,
that's crazy.
I'm gonna break it down
To
like
this
this.
day. To this day.
We went to 19. We got the McDonald's All American team. I'm gonna tell you how crazy. We got the McDonald's All American team. We go to St. Louis. I say, yo, I gotta get the 2 earrings. Cause that was like a Harlem thing, like the 2 earrings, the do-rag with the fitted real low. So I was like, I gotta get the 2 earrings. So the whole McDonald's All American team was like, 2 earrings? I'm like, yeah. They like, yo, they like, it's a mall. We go to the mall in St. Louis. I get my joints pierced. They get theirs pierced. Everybody's on the team. So that's why when you look at the McDonald's All American game, I'm like, yo, y'all can't take the earrings out. So I was like, yo, just give me some Band-Aids, put the Band-Aids on the earrings. Because when you first get your ears pierced, you can't take them out. But
Can't take them out.
But in the game, you don't supposed to play with earrings. So I was like, yo, give me the Band-Aids, put the Band-Aids to cover it. And I was like, is this good? And the ref was like, yeah, that's cool. Everybody got Band-Aids, put the Band-Aids there. And that took on a life of its own right there.
Yeah, I'm just reading the comments in here. And that's a fact, too, with the Band-Aids. But I'm just reading the comments in here. It is crazy how, like, when you think of point guards and, like, people say, yeah, that's my favorite. A lot of people, they put, like, for you to be people's, like, I just read 3 people say you're my favorite point guard ever. So it's like, it's crazy. No, but Sham, for real though, it's crazy how even
like Gary Payton,
Tone, to even work in the NBA, just like, yes, Sham had a game. Yes, Sham could shoot. Yes, Sham could pass. Sham went to the NBA. Sham went to the Final Four. A lot of people can't say that. But realistically, that fucking Sham move got him Tony's getting paid from the NBA, Tony.
Yo, listen.
A lot of niggas that, like, after you get out the NBA, you're out. Am I right or wrong, Sham?
No, you right. You right.
Yo, hold on.
But that's
hard to get back in.
Yo, Shay, if you really think about it, if you really think about it, since the day that move was invented, whatever year he said when he was 14, name another move since then that people still do now.
There hasn't.
There's not another move.
Yeah, but that's why I tell
don't even do the crossover no more.
But that's why I tell all the kids now. I always tell the kids now, I'm like, the one thing, like I said, Harlem has taught me, and God has given me, like, to always be a good person first, an athlete second.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? Because then people would, embrace you, like, embrace everything that God put in you. So part of the reason, like you said, part of the reason why it's like that is because I'm not one of those people. Like when you see me, you can approach me. When you see me, you want knowledge, I'm gonna give you knowledge. If you see me, you like, yo, can you help me show how to do this? I'm gonna do that. I'm not one of those guys that's like,
I
want to
just
keep
pinned
everything
something.
for myself.
I just
You know
pinned
what I'm
something at the bottom here. Do you remember that?
saying? Yeah.
What was that about? Because that sounds crazy.
No, because you know why? I'm gonna tell you. That's funny that he said that is because I had this tape called Below the Rim. That's how I first learned how to dribble. Like to go back, like what you said. So when I first went to 92, after I left 92, I went to 275. When I went to 275, my PE teacher was Tiny Archibald. I didn't know who Tiny Archibald was.
Shout out to Tiny.
Yeah, I didn't know
Boston
who Tiny
Celtics.
Archibald. Yeah, I didn't know who Tiny Archibald was. So I had this tape called Below the Rim. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because to get back to what he just texted. What happened was, on Below the Rim, Isaiah Thomas would throw an alley-oop, but it was a bounce pass alley-oop.
Oh, remember that. You talking about in the
yes.
No, I can tell you what tape you got that from,
yes.
though. You got the right stuff, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Am I lying? I used to watch that 1,000 times. Yo, that's our shit. Magic Johnson had the best one on that shit. Yeah, Magic Johnson's song was Jordan. What was Jordan's song was Take My Breath Away. Yes.
Yeah. So
Sam, that wasn't the best tape ever? No. I'm gonna tell you.
Ever.
I'm gonna tell you.
So every time
Charles
I dunk,
Barkley
I used to always do that. So every time I dunk, I used to always do the bounce pass alley-oop to myself. Because I
remember he did that on a...
Yeah.
No, but you talking about the move where Isaiah threw it underneath his hand and caught it.
Yeah.
On the run, right?
Yeah, on the run. When you went like this. Even shit like this, yeah. Nah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Okay, so I asked Reggie Freeman, we're going to go back a little bit now. That we're going to go back to college, but now we're going to go back a little bit before college. I was talking to Reggie Freeman about this too. I needed your input on all of this also. How was those trips? Because you guys were at a young age traveling all over the world.
But see, the thing is what people don't understand, in 95, I don't care if it's us, whoever. Like, whoever came up in that era, you was like 16 going on 30.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, for us...
That was like grown men out there.
Exactly, because you got to think, like, you got to understand, you got to understand, like, I come from 142nd, right? 142nd, that's where the best out is from. My man Terrell Mack, Dame Dash, all of them. You know, so that's the best out. Yeah, so these are people I saw. Biggs, my man Biggs, all of them. So these are people I saw. So then they would bring like Jay-Z, stuff like that. So of course at this time, you know, Mace running around with Puff, he doing this. So of course I'm running around with Puff. I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? I'm from 142nd Street. I'm seeing Dame, Biggs, Jay-Z, all of them on the block. You know, they like the big bros. Then on top of it, you got Fat Joe and them in the Bronx coming down. So you know Fat Joe and all them, and then I'm...
Don't give him a ball.
And then
I had to give him a ball,
yo, man. Because
it's like you did it when it counted.
Yeah, so then you grow up. The basketball people, you got Sean Arnold, you got Rel Mack, you got John Arnold, you got Ron Arnold, you got the Arnold brothers. You got people on high level. You got Jerry McCullough, all these people. Then I'm living on. Yeah, when I say I'm living on, my block is called Crime Square. You know what I'm saying? Lynchmob, all that. So I'm living
100%.
on one of the craziest blocks ever. You know what I'm saying? And then my boys is living on 140th. That's another crazy block. You know what I'm saying? So like.
So you knew Big L?
Yeah. Me and Big L used to play garbage, play basketball against each other. All
wow, son.
So Big L is like. So at that time, Big L's the first rapper I know. Cause this is before Cam and May start rapping. Big L.
Because he was the first one. Yeah. So he started it all.
Yeah. So Big L always walk around with his notebook, and he thought he was nice and ball. Him and my man Doc Ream and all of them, they used to love the Lakers, and we used to talk basketball all night. Like I'll be like at this point when I moved to Harlem, the difference between Harlem and Brooklyn. When I moved to Harlem, I was hanging out till like 2 a.m. every day. You know what I'm saying? Because my father was gone, so I was just going. I'll be hanging. It wasn't like I was getting in trouble. It would be me, Zig, Cam, all of us, Big L, all of us. We would be in the parks playing basketball at night, talking shit,
What was
talking
the name
about
of What was the name of that crew?
what,
Big
Children of the
L's
Corn?
brothers. No, that
Oh,
Children of the Corn.
you talking about NFL? You talking about
NFL.
NFL?
Get him a bomb, Tone.
Yeah.
They used to
So
have the basketball games, right?
yeah, have all the basketball games.
You used to play in that?
Yeah,
played
yeah.
in
So
that?
we have all the basketball games. Yeah, dudes would be out there playing for money, doing all types of
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing for money against killers, like real killers, like real live killers, like not play. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So when I say we really like 17 going on 30, that's what we was. You know what I'm saying? So when we went to other places, that's why at that point we didn't call it swag, but that's why our aura was the way it was, because we seen all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to be fresh. We wanted to have, the
y'all was the freshest. Y'all was the
freshest.
freshest.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying?
There's nobody fresher than, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all niggas started everything for, I gotta say, for me, because that's when, those years is when I kind of was trying to find myself, because I was just like almost becoming a teenager. So it was like, the whole Mace era, the whole Harlem swag. Cause see, I was cool with fucking Guy. Me and him played on the gauchos together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
so
it's like
we was watching y'all. Guy was like, yo, my brother and them is them niggas. You know what I'm saying?
So that's what I'm saying. So it happened. So it went from Best Out to us start calling ourselves to BBO. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that.
Yo, we so hot.
So then after BBO stuff like that, then you get the most hated.
Facts, Hector.
Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, the younger version, y'all are most hated, all this stuff. So it's like that always was a trend. So it wasn't like it was foreign to us. So then when we went to other places, like you said, we was going to places, like you said, we was going up to Stapleneck, we was going to New Rochelle, but we come in there, like we already made it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it was.
Right.
And that's how people was so much in awe of us. You know what I'm saying? I remember my freshman year in Providence. And me and AI, right? So we in Providence, and we on the layup line playing Georgetown. And this is how much people loved us.
This nigga played against Iverson in college. I forgot about that.
So we played against Georgetown, and like I said, my homies in New York hustle, his homies hustle. So they talking trap on the phone, talking mass, like, what? When Steph get AI, when Felipe Lopez get AI, and then my man Sham. So AI, so AI and Steph just played against each other in the Garden.
Yeah, I remember that.
And Georgetown won. So they calling me all night. Yeah, you next. My man Bubba Chuck said you next. I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, you crazy? I'm like, you crazy? We gonna smoke them tomorrow. So they come to Providence. You know how you be on the layup line and you gotta come to half court. You go to the basket.
Get the stretch. Yeah.
So every time I got to half court, he would come. He would be at half court.
Who, AI?
Yeah, going to the, you know how you run, you do the layup, and you go to the other line to get the rebound.
Of course.
Yeah. So every time I would come up, he to the half court, because you know how you run the half court, then you run back. He would run. He would be at half court. So I get to half court, and he's like, niggas are shook, scared to death, scared to look. He's singing Mobb Deep.
Oh, my classic shit. Sham, thank you. You giving a good interview, boy.
So I'm sitting there I know he ain't talking to me. So I look at my man 530. I
know he ain't talking to me.
Yeah. So I look at 530. That's Jamel cousin. I said, what? And that's when I was like heavy on Tupac.
You talking about Steph cousin?
Yeah. So I look at 5. I said, who he talking to? So, and that's when I was like heavy Tupac. And I was like, and so we get back to half court. He's still singing. And I was like, yeah, all eyes on me, boy.
Classic shit! Yes! nigga say he said, all eyes on me. You know you can't play with a Harlem nigga.
No, I'm so glad that's for hip hop, man.
That's how you get it.
That's hip hop, baby. That's yo, and both yo, y'all didn't even say nothing negative to each other, but both y'all knew exactly what y'all meant.
Exactly, because
Yo, y'all both knew exactly what y'all meant. Yo, you know. Oh my God, I got.
My man betting on the game. His people's betting on the game.
Why you getting low?
Yeah.
Okay, we hear you now.
Yeah, Kippy. So I'm like, so that's when, so my man's betting on the game. His man's betting on the game. So he like, his man, they calling me, yeah, we just won against Steph and Felipe. You next.
Shout out to High Five in the building.
Yeah. Oh, High Five always. So like I said, we get to half court. He like, yeah, niggas are shook, scared to death, scared to look. And I'm like, yo, who we talking to? I'll never forget. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, yeah. I'm like, so I got back there. I'm like, yeah, all eyes on me. This is what I said. So we beat them. So after the game, that's how me and him got real tight. So after the game, we hugged, we started talking. But it was so crazy because I remember like, and this is what I'm talking about, like how much power New York had. Remember one time I had ripped him and I caught the dunk. It's on YouTube. I caught the dunk. So
it's on YouTube.
So I turned around and I said, yeah, you wasn't in jail, you was in PC. Yeah, I'm like, I'm just jealous. I'm going crazy.